Alright guys, so I'm actually kind of surprised I'm getting some followers here on YouTube. So apparently you guys are kind of interested at least in what the hell I got going on here. As you know, of course in all the other videos you guys have seen the blow-off valve and all that good junk. And it's still working just fine. The only issue I've had is the button that I put there on the throttle assembly. I've had to replace that once. The little end of it, the actual button just kind of fell off, and so that was weird. But simple fix. I think it was like $2. Got 2 of them or something at Radio Shack. Anyway, so I've been working on this thing a little bit, not a lot of it, but a little. I'm working on doing a second turbo on it. As you can see, I'm kind of gathering parts here, doing a lot of actual turbo shopping at the local semi-wrecking yard. Local being like an hour from here. So anyway, I had to do a lot of research. Some of these turbos were pretty easy to figure out what was what. Like this one right here. This is the compressor housing, obviously. For a Garrett. Pretty obvious. Says right on it. Garrett. It's a GT4202. Here are the guts here. It's like a 74 millimeter inducer thereabouts, a little over. Decent little turbo actually. They're not too bad. Journal bearing. This one's actually in really good shape. I picked this turbo up for $100. I mean, just cash. Thing had zero shaft play. I mean, it was just like a mint turbo. It was missing a wastegate actuator, which I managed to track another one down off of one of these, preset at 31 PSI, which, if you guys know anything about running compounds, it's a pretty good amount of air flowing out of your big turbo. So really, I don't think I would need probably anything more than that anyhow. But the nice thing here is it's a 1.15 AR exhaust housing, and it's twin scroll. I don't know how big of a difference that makes, being that it's going to just have a round pipe smashing air into its face anyway, but 115 is significantly smaller. A lot of guys with the fat shaft, like I've got, are running the S475 Borg Warners, and that is 1.32, I believe. So it's quite a bit bigger exhaust side actually. So this thing should actually spool real quick. So I picked this one up, kind of started liking it, did some reading. I've talked to a lot of turbo guys. Nobody's real sure on this setup because not a lot of people have run these as their in their compound setups. So I went back over there anyway, just for the hell of it, and I ran down this thing. This is a different compressor housing off of a different turbo that fits on it. This is a cat turbo. It says cat on everything right there, exhaust, cat. So 1.10 AR exhaust housing, twin scroll, wastegated. Got a wastegate for that one as well. It's like 31 PSI. The problem with these things, anything that says cat on it, you really don't, you can't find a lot of info on. You can't call cat and talk to those idiots. Either they don't have any idea what the hell it is outside of cat's part number, or they just don't want to tell you. So I had to do a lot of research online to really figure out what the hell it was exactly that I had here with this turbo. And after doing some dismantling, I ended up finding that it's a Garrett Air Research turbo. So then I had to take the cat part number, which is somewhere on this damn exhaust thing, or on the center section here. I had to take that cat number and talk to a couple people. Got a hold of Tom over at Turbo Resource, and I believe he's in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Brilliant guy. He's been working with big cat turbos and stuff like that for a long time. Does a lot of stuff with the tuner guys, ball bearings, everything you can think of. So he helped me a lot on figuring out what the hell this thing actually was, and being able to obtain individual parts for it, because Caterpillar actually does not replace parts on the turbo. You have to replace the entire center section on it, or the entire unit. You can't say, you know, hey man, I need some bearings or whatever. They don't play that game. They want like $900 or something for a center section, and that's just kind of how shit rolls with them. So here's the shaft for it, It's basically what it is it's a BTG 7502 or something. Basically, it is just a Garrett GTA. This one's actually GTA as well. It's got the weird stub shaft wheel on it. But anyway, it's a 4702 essentially. The wheels on these, on the compressor side, are actually pretty much exactly the same. They might be dead on the same. It's kind of hard to get a set of calipers on this thing, especially if you're using a shitty Arbor freight jobber. But you'll notice the exhaust sides are quite a bit different size. This one is, I mean, the 47 is quite a bit larger than that, the 4202. Obviously longer as well, the shaft is. And look at the damn shaft on this thing. It's just, I mean, it's a monster, man. That thing's beastly. That definitely takes some abuse. So I got that, and I think this will actually be the one I'm going to run on this truck when I get around to it. Will be this 47. And of course I had to run down a lot of flanges and parts and stuff. Got a hold of Boost Lab. Got a hold of Tom over at Turbo Resource, got me some stuff. Race Part Solutions, good guys. Those guys are over in Florida. Had to get parts from them. Had to get, you know, V-band assemblies and stuff so that I can have this welded onto this compressor housing so I can run this. And this V-band is actually part steel, part aluminum. So I can weld the aluminum onto here, obviously, and then steel will go onto my hot pipes and cold pipes and whatnot. So that's a pretty good deal there. Tom over at Turbo Resource sourced me some small parts for this 47, like this little seal right here, carbon seal for the back plate, which was really goddamn expensive actually. All these little parts, I've got like $450 tied up in just small shits like this, flanges and gaskets and, you know, that whole deal. But anyhow, so that'll be eventually going on the truck, I think. I've just been kind of lazy. Obviously, I'm going to have to probably pull the head back off and do some firings or some O-rings in it, and then I'm going to need a clutch because I'm head studded, but that ain't going to hold the kind of boost this shit's going to be pushing at me. And then I found this thing right here, whole set. And I kind of actually just picked it up for, I don't know, comedic value, I guess. I just saw it and it was so ridiculously huge, I just kind of had to have it. And this thing, I don't even really know what the hell it is. A buddy of mine said that he's pretty sure that it's an HT4B. The damn thing is just, I mean, it's absolutely huge. This isn't something I could run on this truck. There are people that are running HT4Bs on their Dodge Cummins rigs. Of course, they're, you know, they're running a little more fuel than I am. There's no way for me to do it. Just for size comparison here, I'll show you something real quick. That is a 13-inch rim right there, and that is that HT4B. It's pretty damn big, man. Putting that thing under your hood is like, I don't really even know how the hell you would do it, but guys are doing it somehow. That's a big ass turbo. I think I tried measuring that one. I want to say that it's like, Christ, like 88 or something millimeter inducer, and the exducer on the compressor wheel is like 127 or something. I mean, it's huge, ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much all I've got going on here thus far. I've been driving my little gas saver over there, that little Civic. You know, 38 miles to the gallon's nice. So this one's gonna be down here pretty soon when I start this whole turbo deal. It'll be nice to have a daily driver to cruise around besides this thing. But anyhow, all right, well, that's about it.